Alright, YouTube, and in today's video we're going to be tackling the famous very common error or issue, which the error message reads index is out of range. Alright, so anytime you see index out of range, usually just means that you have some sort of array somewhere in your code and you're trying to access an element inside that array that doesn't exist. Like there isn't that enough. There isn't that amount of elements in that array. And so let me demonstrate this for you real quick. I'm going to replicate this error right now. Let me just go ahead and actually create a quick little script here, and I'm just going to call this demo, and I'm just going to open up this script. Alright, here we are. And what I'm going to do is I will get rid of the update, and also maybe I'll just get rid of the comment here. So I just have the start function. Alright, and I will place this script on the player here, this player. And what I'll do is I will I don't really care too much for the body, but I'll add another box collider. Alright, so there is two box colliders. And then inside the script, I'm simply going to create a box collider array, just like that. And I'll call it RB, or actually BX. And I'll say BX is, and then I'll get components. Notice that this one doesn't have an S, but this one does. So you got to watch for that little S. Maybe you're using this incorrectly and you simply said get components by accident, which makes it now an array. And so I'll get all the box colliders that is on the player. Then finally, I'm simply just going to disable it. I'll say bx dot enable bx dot bx. Oh, forgot my semicolon over here. Apologize. Bx dot enabled, or okay. So here's a line to get all the box colliders on the player. Notice that it says get components with a S right here. That S means we're getting all the components. So you gotta watch out for those. Maybe you're using some sort of game object targeting code to target all the game objects. So you're saying find game objects with tag. So notice that there's two. And this one here, find game objects with tag, also has an S. And so this is actually bringing you back an array. So it could just be a little typo that you have going on that could be causing this for you. But in my case, I purposely am using the S for get components. So now BX is an array. So I can say BX and then the array number, let's say 0 for the first one. And then we say is enabled, and we're going to turn it to false. Alright, so what this is going to do, you can see right here now, my player has two box colliders, and I'm turning off the first element to false, so element 0. So when I hit play, this one should turn off. Wait for it, boom, it turns off when it starts to play. Accidentally turned it back on there. What I'm going to do is then target the second one, which is element number 1. So also that could be an issue. You might have just put the wrong number, okay? Because element number 2 is actually number 1, because the computer starts at 0. So also check that out if you're having this issue. Now if I hit play, it should turn off element number 2. Boom, right there, which in my code I did say 1. But I don't have a third element, so if I put 2, okay, so 0, 1, 2, 2 being the third element in my code, I'll just go ahead and restart here, and then we're going to check the console here. We're going to have an error. You can see the console index out of range, and then exception. So this is usually just caused by an array where you're trying to target an element within that array that doesn't exist. And so once you see this error, just kind of look at where it's coming from. You can see your script name and then the line where it's coming from. You can double click on it and Unity will normally bring you right to it in Visual Studio, and you can check it right here. A good way to debug this is find this array, find your array inside of your code, and simply do a debug.log. And what you could do, right before you try to target certain values within your array, you can simply log the array.length. And in the case that you're using some sort of array list or dictionary, you may not have length, but you could have count. So once you type the array reference variable and you hit the dot, just check your IntelliSense for either length or count. They will both do the same thing. So since this is targeting element number 2, that would mean that I should have more than 3 elements, or three or more elements in my code for this to work, because this means I'm targeting element number 3 since it has 2. Hopefully that makes sense. The computer counts from 0, so 2 means 3. So by doing this, let me turn on my logs. I will at least see here that I only have 2 elements. So this number is accurate to the amount of elements. So I only have 2 elements in the code. And so when I see here that, oh, I'm targeting 3, I can see what's wrong. So a quick fix is maybe the code was incorrect, or I can go to my my cube and then add another box collider. So now there actually is 3. And so this number should turn to 3, and this error should go away when I hit play this time. Boom. So now there's actually 3. Okay, so basically, yeah, that is it. Just check your arrays. Another example would be you could have public maybe game objects like this, and let's just call it OBJ for game objects, and you're simply trying to do something with a certain object, like say object number again number 2, which is 1. You're just trying to maybe set active, or maybe you're just trying to destroy it or something. Oh, I just completely butchered the word destroy here. There we go. Maybe you're just trying to destroy it or something like that. So toss that in there. And what this would allow us to do, because we made it public, could just be that you created your public variable like this, but you did not set your size. I can say, well, there is 2 objects in there, and I can start to target some objects like maybe the yellow cube on my game here, or the wall. And now I have 2 objects, and when I hit play, the wall in the back there disappears. You can see there's a wall there, it disappears. Or if I remove the wall from there, so it says none, you see that we're going to go back to it's not working. Okay, but there isn't an error when you do it like this. The problem here that would happen is if there was only 1 element assigned, for size, but then I'm trying to access a size that is out of range. You can see here again, index out of range. There's many of those little issues to look for in your code. Hopefully this gave you a better understanding of the famous error of the index out of range. It simply means that you have an array, but you're trying to access an element that is outside of that array. All right, catch you guys in the next one. Again, post your issues so I can address them. Hopefully this helped, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.